am Dr. Deborah Greenblatt. I am an assistant professor at Medgar Evers College in the Department of Early Childhood and Childhood Multicultural Education. We are actually working on a project to refurbish our children's book section for our teacher candidates, and we bought this wonderful new book called Dreaming Up, A Celebration of Building. It's by Christy, Hale. And I thought I would share it with you because one of the wonderful things about this book is how you can look out your window at the wonderful architecture around you and use some household items to recreate that yourself. And right now you probably have a lot of recyclables and other things that are piling up, and why not use them to make a project? And also think about the idea of environmentalism as well as architecture. So this lesson kind of has two STEM or STEAM themes in it. So, Dreaming Up, a celebration of building. And it says, if they can dream it, they can build it. And there's some really cool pictures, like even just the beginning, the first one. Shows how those rings that we probably all had as kids look very much like this famous museum. And so as you look in the book, you could also say, hey, I've seen that building before, and maybe do a little bit of research. So we can also add some social studies in here as well. Where are these buildings located? What kind of things happen in them? We're also going to see some everyday places like houses and apartments and things like that. So here we go. Here's the first building we are inspired by. And if you live in an urban environment like I do, that might look very familiar. A nice high-rise. Cup on cup, stacking up, smaller, smaller, growing taller. We also probably have these at home too from when we were kids. Or you could use some paper or plastic cups you have to build it. It'd be great if you could take a picture and post it for us to show what you are making by your inspirations from the book. Here's the next one. It kind of looks like a mosque. Let's see. Earth and water, sun and air, all around everywhere. Cold and wet, hot and dry, mixed together, make mud pie. And that's a nice outdoor activity that you can do if the weather's okay, because you can do it by yourself or not too close to another friend, and have some fun in the mud and then come home and do some good washing up. Still okay to get dirty during these times. It's always fun. Here's this really cool house. Wouldn't that be neat to see that view from those windows of the mountains? It says, open the top and in I hop. Poke out a square to see who's there. Pulling a flap to hide from view. Can you see me? I see you. So maybe you've been getting some deliveries and you can take the boxes and put them together and maybe make a little clubhouse. Decorate the outside. There's probably going to be a clubhouse for one for now, but that's okay. Again, send your pictures to show what you've been doing. Oh, look at this cool building. I wonder where that is and what they do inside there. Maybe you can let us know. Blankets flung, stretched chair to chair, soft roofs arc low. A cozy place, a hideaway where you and I can go. Oh, man, haven't we all made forts with blankets? They're so fun. You can make a little reading nook. I like how the dog's in the picture too. That's someone you can read to right now. Probably appreciates that you're home. There's another cool house. Look at that with a waterfall. And this one is in the forest. It says, touch wood, fingers learn each form. Hang shapes on air, explore new directions, every block anchored with care. Look Kind of looks like that game Jenga. Have you ever played that? Maybe you have that or other blocks at home that you could use to try to make this building. I love this one because it looks like a cathedral, but it also looks like a sandcastle. I think maybe it's made of limestone or sandstone. You can look up about those materials and learn a little science of geology as well. And what's cool about this page, and I'm going to show you first, is I love how the author and illustrator used the page to think about how the words were set up and made it look like the castle. And the first time I read it, I actually read it backwards. But I realized I had to start with the words that were capitalized first, since that's how sentences start. So I'm going to do it right this time. Fluid with water, towers twist high, sparkle with sea glass, treasures and shells. That would be fun. Oh my goodness, this is cool. I just actually think I saw this building when I was watching a special on TV the other day when they were traveling around the world looking at unique apartment buildings. I have to try to remember where that was. One by one, block by block, plastic shapes interlock. Yellow, red, white, and black all connect in a stack. Build a world brick by brick. Hold them close. Hear the click. And as you might have guessed, they're making it with Legos. And if you haven't been watching Lego Masters, that's a fun thing to watch if you are home and looking for something creative to watch on TV, because it's just fun. They have some really good challenges, and maybe you can try to challenge yourself at home with the Legos that you have. Wow, this one's cool. Looks like there's some kind of trucks in there. Paper-thin cards slice through space. Lean, brace, hold still this moment of balance. This one's so cool. This reminds me of Epcot, but it's not Epcot, so I wonder where that is. Easy peasy as can be, toothpicks joining, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you've ever done this with jellies and toothpicks. In our upper grade classes, we do this when we try to make molecules. It's fun, because then you get to eat it when you're done. That's always good. You could do it with marshmallows, too, if you don't have any jelly candies at home. Sticks touch like fingertips, reach high waves or wishes roam. Cupped between is magic space, in a forest, fairy home. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Look, he's in like a space outfit. Balls of snow, bags of land, bend down low, fill your hand, pack them, stack them, circle round. Dome is home, built on ground. Yeah, so we probably can't all do this right now because it's not snowing everywhere, but maybe with some cotton balls and some glue. Oh, look at this, it's a school. Oh my gosh, I miss school so much. It's so great to see the children. Does your school look like that? In the schools where I work, our tables tend to be where we face each other in small clusters. But in college, where I teach, a lot of time we do have the room set up like this, then it's not as wonderful as being able to see our classmates. Paper tube stuff, reused, anything does the trick. Tape or glue for strength, and you have raised a building quick. See, that's what I'm talking about. Especially now, we probably have a lot of paper towels and toilet paper cores that we could use. Doing a lot of cleaning. I love making buildings out of those kinds of materials. And you can also color them too, which is fun. Wow, check out this building. Oh, and I have to read the page that's sideways, even though the picture is like the other one. Flat wooden sticks stuck with glue, gaps in between where sun peeks through. Solid then open, dark then bright, shifting patterns, flickering light. Slats and slits, standing side by side, add together, build round and wide. An open floor inviting space, welcome door to popsicle place. Add together, build round and wide, slats and slits standing side by side. Shifting patterns, flickering light, solid then open, dark then bright. Gaps in between where sun peeks through, flat wooden sticks stuck with glue. Don't you love rhyming books? I hope you've been reading out the rhymes with me by predicting what the word would be when we get to the end of the sentence. Oh, this is a cool one too. Isn't this picture fun? Oh my goodness, I don't know if our families would be so excited if we take the couch apart, but it says, soft forms tumble, making ever-changing caverns, secret spaces, pillow forts. I know I have a lot of pillows on my bed, so it would be okay if I used those, but not so much the couch cushions. And actually, in the back of the book, it gives us some information about the places that are in the book, so you can find more out about them. I can also post a screenshot of these pages so that you can read more. But it doesn't have to be a famous place for you to be inspired to make something at home, or just use your imagination and create something that you see in your head, right? That's where all of these architects started. They came up with their ideas. They might have been inspired by someone else, but they were their own creations that they put their own spin on. So I hope you enjoyed reading this story with me and thinking about architecture and reusing materials at home, and some other environmental pieces, and some also geography and social studies aspects in terms of the different famous places that were present in the book. So I hope that we can read together soon, and have a good rest of the day.